This works. We're live.
Hello, everyone.
Wait, how do we see these people who come up? Okay, I don't know.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
So, Hello everyone. Welcome to Cinema Talk New York. I'm your host Max Cohn. Today we are joined by a dear friend of mine. We go back to 2018.
Oh, Jesus.
When we did a play called.
Wait, which one were you? What did we do?
Arsenic and Old Lace.
Arsenic. Oh, yes. Oh my God, that was such a fun show.
That was really fun. And
yes, you were.
It's about two murderous old ladies who rent out their basement apartment, or they rent out a room in their house, and then if the man is like a sad guy, then they kill him and they store them in the basement.
Mm-hmm. And they have three. Is it nephews? It's nephews, brother. Well, there's three. Like there's three brothers. One is normal and in love with a girl. The other one is freaking on the run, like a criminal, like murderer, looking like Boris Karloff from Frankenstein.
Who played that character?
I think it was Cat.
Maybe? I think it was Cat.
And then, of course, he was Teddy, who
thinks he's Teddy Rose.
just kind of like just crazy and stuff. But,
yeah.
That was such a good show.
And we've done like 4 shows together. Okay, let's count. Yeah. So Arsenic and Old Lace.
Yeah.
I didn't do the musical that year.
You didn't do the musical, no.
I did, and then we had Julius Caesar. I played Julius.
Yes, and I was Brutus. Basically, I stabbed him to death.
Yes.
He had fake blood and everything. It looked so cool.
It was so awesome. One of the best plays I've ever done.
I agree.
Obviously, Shrek.
Yes, Shrek.
And my play.
Oh, the what's it called? I forgot. About your
the goodness of your heart.
Yes. That was the original play.
So we've done 4 plays together.
Yeah. And you didn't do? Did you do the? Or were you not there? The a visit a visit to a small, like it was like a sci-fi play or something that me and Kat co-directed.
No, I remember seeing it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in it. But we should just start with Best Picture. Also, but it's a little unfair because, of course, neither of us have seen Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, I'm excited that I'm a big Scorsese fan, so I feel like that movie, because I think so far, Oppenheimer is like one of the best movies of the year so far, one of the best. So I feel like Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm thinking like Flowers of Killer Moon. Like it's like I'm thinking of The Killing Moon by Echo the Bunnyman that was used in Donnie Darko. But I feel like that film has is going to be very like competition with Oppenheimer, because I've heard lots of great reviews from it. But it looks amazing. Like it has a lot of like it has that Scorsese essence. It kind of gives me like a bit of Wolf of Wall Street, but also like bits of Gangs of New York, but then there's also like a lot of like Kubrick PTA vibe to it. It does have a
PTA vibe to it.
Yeah, like especially There Be Blood. Yeah.
I really feel like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumptions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I've heard it's great. It's hard also to say Best Picture. Because I feel like the last few years, the Best Picture winners have just not been of the caliber that
I agree,
like in general. And look, I think Everything Everywhere should have won because I think it was a weak year. It's a great film, I feel like, but it's not. I feel like if you put Everything Everywhere in like 2019, there's no chance. There's no chance.
Oh yeah, 2019.
Parasite, Joker, Marriage Story. Look,
there's like 2019.
Irishman. Like you put Everything Everywhere, it doesn't come close. It doesn't rank among those films.
2019,
but then 2022 films. Like what did we? What
we had
come close? Like
it was All Quiet on the Western Front. Top Gun Maverick was nominated.
Avatar.
Oh, Avatar.
Fablemans. These are like best pictures.
Yeah, 2019 was like one of the best best years for film ever. I think personally my favorite year for film is 1999 because we had like so many bangers that year.
That one.
Yeah,
No, Titanic won.
No, Amistad was the one Spielberg movie from that year.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Titanic won. Yeah, I think my favorite film from '97 is Boogie Nights, because that's the movie introduced me to Paul Thomas Anderson and stuff. So,
Yeah.
And that movie's
amazing. And so, but like the last few years, you have 2020, a horrible year for movies. Besides The Father, The Father is the only good movie of that year that I saw. Oh, you know what? Promising Young Woman. That was
really. I actually really enjoyed it.
You liked it?
I thought that was really good. Yeah, I feel what's her name? Carrie
Mulligan.
She was great. Like I was really surprised. Like I was like, and then this is like this, and also there's a really cool shot. I think she's having like brunch or like a luncheon thing with Alison Brie's character. I think she's in the movie. I could be wrong. On that. I need to fact check that. But there's a cool scene, like a cool shot where she's at the dinner and there's like these cool like white circle lights above the restaurant, and then there's one frame of her like goes back and forth and stuff, and it goes to Carey Mulligan, and then with the like it's like a frame up shot, if that makes sense, and then there's like a red light around her head, like sort of like a halo or something. Like I need to point out that shot, but I just remember seeing. I was like,
Yeah. I feel like it definitely deserved. I feel like the Oscars got one decision right that year, and it was best screenplay going to Promising Young Woman.
Oh yeah, definitely. And also, like I didn't understand the decision to make the best actor, like leading actor category, the last one, when the best for last is usually
the
best
2021.
picture.
It's safe to say the 2021 Oscars might have been the worst Oscars in the history of the Oscars. Yeah. It was terrible. It was not only having the best actor last. First of all, and no one's even talking about how Nomadland was just boring. It was just boring. I did not. Did you see it?
I have not seen it yet.
I'm
not nuts about it. Like I love Frances McDormand, but like
save yourself.
There's nothing about the movie, in my opinion.
Nothing
like that just grabs my attention. Like some movies for me, like just grab my attention. Like that's just how I am.
Yeah, it was really bad, and I was bored the whole time. The Father should have won Best Picture. The Father was the best film of that year, hands down. And then you have that Oscars. Oh, and do you remember this? I was recently talking to someone about this. Do you remember that the in memoriam for that year was like a upbeat Stevie Wonder song, and it was like 2 seconds per person, and they did it 2 seconds per person so they could have it on the beat. They could, boom, boom, just new person, boom,
I will say the memoriam for this past year Oscars was really bad because they left out so many people, especially like one of the people they left off, Phil Baker Hall, who passed away. If you don't know him, he was in a bunch of PTA films. He was in Heart 8. He was in Boogie Nights. He had a really amazing role in Magnolia, which is one of my favorite movies of PTA. He was also in a bunch of other things. He played the library detective, Mr. Bookman, in that one episode of Seinfeld. He was in Truman Show. Like you've seen.
What was he in Truman Show?
He was one of the executives of the studio, I think. Like he appears like in the last act of the movie. He was in a bunch of things. Like if you like Phil Baker Hall, like he's very underrated. Like you've probably seen him before, but you don't really know him. But like he passed away in 2022 and stuff, and I feel like he should have been like portrayed in the in memoriam section.
But the 2021 it was an upbeat Stevie Wonder song. It was 2 seconds per person. Sometimes less than 2 seconds per person, and because they wanted to do it on the beat, and I was like, oh, and also like the fact that they had like no host, and it was in that weird room, and it was like, and then they obviously had Frances McDormand win for Nomadland, which is just like, it's like who, like she's like, it's like she's not like, it's like it's believable. Like it's certainly a believable acting performance, but it's not. I don't know about best actress. I mean, like there were so many other.
And
then
she's been in amazing movies though.
Yeah, and she, you know, I feel like she has a lot of better performances than Nomadland. And
Mhm.
then you look at and then you obviously have Best Picture being second to last, and that being Nomadland. Oh,
And the thing about the best actor being last is because, you know,
here's the question: did they know that who the winner was? Because I feel like that, you know, because like people are arguing that, you know, maybe if they knew, then why would they make that decision?
Exactly.
Because why would they have to do like live stream or whatever, or a recorded video or whatever?
Yeah, and because like, you know, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, he was nominated for Defy Bloods. Is that what he's nominated for?
No.
It was what was he nominated for?
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. That's what it was.
That's what he was nominated for?
Ma
Oh, yeah. So he was nominated for that, for Best Actor, which was like, you know, one of his last performances before he passed away, sadly. And then I saw a bunch of people saying that like they said they probably left the Best Actor, lead actor category for that because they thought like Chad was gonna win, and it will be a very honoring way to like, you know, honor like, you know, his passing and stuff. And
why would you?
But he didn't win and stuff. Like,
why would you do that if you don't know for sure? You got to know for sure that.
I was heartbroken when he passed away. He's an amazing actor. Like even before Black Panther, like you know, like the Get On Up, the James Brown 42. Like he's been in some amazing movies and stuff. He's really talented.
Me, like it's like up there on like the 5 actors I miss the most. Like Robin Williams is first. I was just thinking about Robin Williams the other day and how devastating it is. And
I love
Robin Williams. Robin Williams, Chadwick Boseman. What's his the guy who died? Who was in they had to figure out what to do with Hunger Games and.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Another great actor, another great.
What a loss! What a tremendous loss these people.
Heath Ledger.
I watched 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, really?
Recently for the first time, and you know, I had like looked up Heath Ledger's cause of death, and like I looked up everything, and I was like, I was just like. Yeah. You look at Heath Ledger, you look at Philip Seymour Hoffman, you look at Robin Williams. The 2010s, we lost so many, and so many monumental people in the profession. It's just crazy.
I have not seen 10 Things I Hate About You. I want to see that one.
Go see it.
That one.
So funny.
A Knight's Tale and Brokeback Mountain. There's like the 3 like Heath Ledger's movies that I have not seen it that I want to. I heard they're all great though, especially Brokeback Mountain.
But so the point is 2021 Oscars sucked. And then you had the 2022 Oscars, which was defined by the slap.
The slap, which the news update that they were way divorced years before. So I'm like, why do you do it? Like when I saw this slap, I thought it was a punch, though. I didn't know it was a slap because it went by so quick, and also because on my end here in New York, it was edited a bit, so it didn't show that bit of where he says, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
I think they muted that.
They tried to move past it, like silence it or something. It was something weird. I was like. You know
what? You want to know my experience with that? So I don't remember why. But I was in Midtown that night, and I planned, and I had something to do. Or maybe I was seeing a show. I don't know. And then I had planned on seeing the Oscars in a bar, and then I was watching it in a bar, and there were apparently a bunch of people who knew Martin McDonough, and because they were all Irish, and they knew him, and they were rooting for him to win for Belfast.
Oh, Belfast. Belfast was really good. Actually,
I liked it.
I liked Belfast too. That was good. Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh. Sorry,
yeah.
not Mark.
Kenneth Branagh.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh.
I mix up these two British.
It happens. It happens to all of us.
Anyway.
Even the big film people like us, we always confuse things.
Kenneth Branagh.
He's great.
They knew him and they were really rooting for him, and I was hanging out with them. And then, I was watching the Oscars, and the bartender says to me, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, I don't want anything to drink. And he says, well, can I see your ID? And I'm like, I don't want anything to drink. And he said, no one under 21 is allowed in a bar after 9 p.m. in New York City.
Oh, I can see that.
And I was like, what?
Like
what is this stupid rule? Why after 9 p.m.? I
guess some things went down. Maybe there was like some incidents or whatever.
Oh my God. What?
It's New York, so.
Are you crazy? Anyway, I was literally like, and then I left the bar. I'm literally like in New York Times Square in Midtown. And I'm like, where the fuck do I watch the Oscars? And then I like go around. I'm like going from bar to bar trying to find a place. Some bars don't even have the Oscars on. And then I find like a restaurant bar sort of thing, and I peek in, and then I open my phone. I open Twitter. And everyone's going crazy in the following. It's like, OMG, oh my God, what the fuck? What just happened? And I'm like, what? and then the host or the guy says to me, oh yeah, there was some sort of fight. And I was like, and then I said, you know what my first reaction was actually? My first reaction was like, there was like a sketch, like, a skit or something. Oh, okay, haha, so funny, And I remember I first saw the video on Twitter and I saw this and I was like, oh, haha, so funny, Will Smith, haha, that's such a funny guy, what a funny skit,
I thought it was a skit too, and then I saw like the way he was acting and looking. I was like, was that a skit? I don't think it was a skit.
You know how I knew it was real? Lupita Nyong'o looking at Will Smith like
she went
like that's how I knew it wasn't a sketch. And I was like, what are you doing, Will Smith? Like
that was
but anyway, I was trying to make my original point, which is that
yeah, go ahead.
That Oscars was also not a good Oscars. Coda is a fine movie. It is a Hallmark regular. You know what I say about Coda all the time? It's nothing special because it's basically, if you think about it, the white deaf version of A Raisin in the Sun.
Damn.
Daughter
hot take.
Is considering going to college or providing for her family. She doesn't know, and the family also has to make that financial decision. Where have I heard that before? Oh wait, I have in A Raisin in the Sun. Come on, people. It's not anything special.
I also have not seen that yet.
Don't. You know what? Actually, you don't see Nomadland. If you want to see Coda, then go ahead and see Coda because it's just like a sweet little movie. It's nothing. It's not a best picture. It's not a transformative film that will change anyone forever, unless maybe if you're deaf. I understand.
I forgot what other movies were nominated for
that year. And you know what? West Side Story was nominated that year.
Oh yeah, right. And
King Richard was nominated that year. King Richard was an excellent film, and I would have been happy with it winning Best Picture. West Side Story, I would have been happy with it winning Best Picture.
Licorice Pizza, Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the filming and cinematography, but the age gap between the main characters.
I didn't even care about that. I was just like bored. I was just.
When I went to see it with some friends, and they had strong feelings about the age gap. That's the only thing that bothered them. And it kind of like, I kind of see it.
And honestly,
I mean, it was the 70s, but still.
There were too many points in the movie where I was just like, where is this going? I was just like yawning, putting my head down, like, where is this going? Like,
it had long.
There were parts where I was like, oh, there's more.
Yeah, it had a lot of potential, and the cast was really good.
Yeah.
Like there was so much it could have done with it, but it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. And also, I didn't realize
But you
Licorice.
know what's funny?
Go ahead.
Licorice Pizza was my first Paul Thomas Anderson film I'd ever seen.
Oh wow.
And I'd never seen a film by his before. And everyone's saying, "Oh, There Will Be Blood is so good because Daniel Day Lewis," and I'm like,
I love There Will Be Blood, but my personal favorite, which I think is his arguably his best, is Magnolia.
Mhm.
I have to, on my channel, I need to make a whole video dedicated to that, because if you guys follow me on social media or any film, like, I would not shut the F up about Magnolia. I don't give a F. Okay, that movie is one of the best, greatest, like, mind-blowing films I've ever seen that had an effect on me. Like, I was like, God damn. Like, I was like, wow. Like, after I watched it the first time, I would not shut up for 30 minutes straight. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, it's so underrated. It's so underappreciated and stuff. And like I said before, 99 is one of my favorite years for film. It came out in 99. Actually, it came out in December of 99. So technically, it's one of the last movies of the 20th century, if you think about it.
Whoa.
And it's very deep, because people complain about the 3-hour runtime and all these different characters and the stories, and then like the same part of the frogs. I'm like, you just kind of turn your brain off, and you gotta look at it through another perspective that's not real but surrealistic.
I feel like people nowadays, they watch movies, and this is like my experience when I watched The Breakfast Club. I feel like people watch movies and then they say, "Oh, Twitter would hate this," so I hate it. Oh my God, letterboxd probably hates this, and they look at the letterboxd and they see that people didn't like it. Like, that would never hold up today. People would hate it. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? But no, I don't care about what Twitter says.
Yeah.
Don't let Twitter. What do you think?
If you have like a very opinion about a film or film in general, like, do not think about what other people would think about your opinion. Like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Like, if someone said, "Oh, I don't like The Godfather, it's one of the worst movies of all time," like, that's your opinion. Like, okay then. Like I mean, arguably, it's a well-loved movie, bit overrated, cinema changing, all that crap. But like this is an example. Like, if someone said, like, actually I didn't like it, I don't see the hype. It's like, that's okay. Well, like, I'm saying as an example,
What movie?
The Godfather. Like, I'm saying as an example.
Yeah.
But you don't. But when you have
a lot of people, but I think
Yeah.
my biggest thing is that when people watch The Breakfast Club, people say, "Oh, Twitter would hate that. That could never be made today." Yeah, and it hasn't, because it was made in 1985. It's a sign of the times.
exactly.
What do you like when people? I feel like people like really rate The Breakfast Club based on like what the times how the times have changed. Don't think about the political climate. Just think about the movie.
Yeah, like, don't base your film opinion on like
Your
social
politics.
media or society or politics or all that stuff. Like what Twitter or Letterboxd or all these social medias, like with film communities, would think of. Like, don't base it on that.
You know what I saw recently? I saw a website, and I think this website will make me end it all.
Oh God.
This website is basing like rating movies based off of how woke they were. And the more woke the movie is, the lower the score. I saw this and I wanted to end it all. And how do you there are so many people who really watch movies and like think too woke for me. Like, stop thinking about politics when you watch a movie. Put the politics aside and watch the movie and analyze it based on how you feel about it.
Exactly.
This is insane that that like, of course, if I look at the scripts that I've wrote, I would get like a 0 on the woke rating. All my films would be 0. Yeah, they're woke. You know what? I don't care, because that's the way I write my scripts. I write my scripts to include people. I write my scripts to based off of my political opinions. I mean, I'm not gonna. Anyway, so if I'm woke, if being woke is a crime, then lock me up. Lock me up, buddy.
Damn.
You know, and if I do create films and they are woke and you're against that, just put that aside and watch the movie. Watch the movie. Think about what you think. Don't think about what other people think, and just watch it.
Yeah, like if you either you like it or you hate it, you love it, you think it's trash. Like it's your opinion. Like don't think what other people think. And I've shown like a lot of movies I love to like a bunch of my close friends and the people I know, and some of them are like, "Oh my god, I can see what you're saying. Like it was amazing. Like they thought like it was amazing. They liked it for their reasons." And other people are like, "It's all right. It's okay. Like like they have like very few criticisms, but nothing that bad." And I can respect that. And others like didn't like it. I'm like, okay then.
What is the most controversial film opinion that you have?
Controversial film opinion.
I'll tell you one that I have.
Okay. I'm thinking, but go ahead.
Elvis was not only the worst film of 2022, it might be the worst film of the 21st century. It was so insanely horrible. It was bad. The acting was, Tom Hanks was just atrocious in it. I was just dizzy a lot of the time. I don't
that Baz Luhrmann like camera work and filmmaking. Like just everything's just like in your face with everything. I can see that.
I spent the first hour of that film just like desperately wanting to leave the theater because of how annoyed I was, because of how I was just like, where is this going? Like there important things have not happened yet.
Yeah, I mean
1 hour in.
Yeah, me personally, I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. Like I would not put like I have made like for those who like follow me, I updated my letterboxd like my favorite movies ranking, and I did like top 150. I would not put Elvis like within like top 300, not even top 300 if I'm being honest. Like it was I felt like it was all right, and I liked the things, some of the things they did, but overall I was like, okay. I mean, Austin Butler, like, I feel like he has a lot of potential as a great actor and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and he's gonna be the new in Dune Part 2. So hopefully, hopefully that's good, because I thought Dune was pretty good.
I have another controversial.
You didn't like it either?
Another controversial film opinion I have: Dune sucked.
Okay then. You see, people, this goes to show that as much as film, we always have opinions, and guess what? We're still friends.
Did you read the book, Dune?
I have not read the book.
Did you see the old one?
The David Lynch one? No. I heard that was bad.
Okay. See, that's the thing. I'd never seen Dune before. I feel like I couldn't follow the different peoples and the relations, and then I was just a little lost.
I can see. Yeah.
I couldn't. They just gave us, the Arrakis are this and the business of this, and then here you go. And I'm like, wait, can we just not assume that I know who everyone is in like 5 seconds of like opening titles? Star Wars makes it easy. Star Wars is very, very clear about who everyone is, and also there's a little bit of I guess I see Darth Vader, I know bad guy, I see Yoda, I see good guy, I get it, but like the opening titles, there's a Death Star and they're trying to destroy the Death Star, and then Luke Skywalker, and and it's very clear, it makes it very transparent. Dune was just 5 seconds of titles. And they don't even come back to it. They don't even say, we the Arrakis are blah blah blah. It doesn't come back to it. It doesn't. It's a little inaccessible. It was very inaccessible. I watched it with my mom because I'd heard it was so good. And after we just like left the theater laughing, like, this is the best film of the year. Like,
I can see your point. Like, world building in films is very tricky to do. Like what you said with Star Wars, or like it's very like sometimes it's very easier because it's understandable and clear.
Yeah.
And then sometimes like for doing like it's not as easy. Like what do you think of like the world building of Lord of the Rings though? Like, you never seen Lord of the Rings?
No.
Damn. Hey, you know what? I haven't seen 12 Angry Men, so guess what? Nobody's perfect. As much as a big film, guys, we haven't seen every movie ever. We're not 100% experts.
You know, I got called in for jury duty October 26th.
No way.
Manhattan.
Oh shit! I got called in for. That's funny you say that. I got called in for jury duty earlier this year, and I couldn't do it because I had school and I had rehearsal, like tech rehearsal. No, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I was doing a light board operator for my school's dance concert, and that counts as credit for my school. So I had one excuse. I had one excuse, but I do know that if you get called again, you can't excuse that one. I think you're allowed to excuse it for like something important that day, but then if you get called again, like anytime in your life, you have to go. So I have not go yet. So yeah. I mean, hopefully
everyone's like, oh, sorry, and I'm like, I'm excited. Hello, like
really,
I'm excited. What if it's there's a very famous person on trial in New York City right now. And
there is?
Yes, there is.
You're looking at the camera like they know who it is, but I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is.
He had an NBC show where he fired people, and he's on trial in New York City. What? No, he had a show on.
Oh, he had a show.
He had a show on NBC. Real estate developer.
I don't know. Who? I don't know people now.
He was famous for firing people on his show.
Oh Jesus! It popped in my head. It popped in my head. I was like,
did he have any other career accolades? What else did he do in his career after The Apprentice?
He's an actor from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Yes, he did Home Alone 2. What else was he in? That was it, right?
He did cameo.
Did he do anything else after that?
You know what? He was in the Little Rascals movie from the 90s as well.
Really?
I
wonder if he did anything after that.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, but
let's.
That dude's on trial, and I'm really excited because I could be on the.
It could. So
I could be, but the judge is going to ask me like, do you have any knowledge of? Do you have any opinions on Donald Trump and I'll be like, no, not at all. No, I have no opinions on him. I don't even know who he is.
Okay, let's go back to film because move the politics, people. Let's move the politics.
Sorry,
nope.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I'm
sorry. Sorry if you're sorry. For the whole supporters out there, it's nothing personal. We apologize. Let's move back onto film, okay? No hard feelings.
So, controversial film opinion.
Okay.
And then we'll have to end it.
Okay. Controversial film opinions.
Basically either like a film that you like that no one likes, or a film that everyone likes but you don't like.
I kind of have two.
Okay.
This first film I remember seeing in theaters and I just did not like it. I thought it was I haven't rewatched it, but I thought it wasn't for me. I didn't like it. It was Hail Caesar, which was
I didn't
Coen Brothers, yeah.
I didn't think it was memorable either.
All right, now the next one is Star Wars related. So yeah. Okay.
He hates The Empire Strikes Back.
No. That's not. Nothing to do with the original trilogy. No. Empire is arguably to many, and what I think is the best one. Like up there with Revenge of the Sith. No, but yes, my personal favorite of the original trilogy is Return of the Jedi, though. Mm-hmm. That's not my hot take. All right, it just has to do with the Disney era sequel trilogy. Everyone on the fucking internet, excuse my French, has all their opinions on the sequel trilogy and all that. And yes, there are a lot of things they could have done differently. There's a lot of things that they planned out more or had more involvement, did better with the characters. Oh, this made no sense. This is like the world building, like the knowledge and the retcon. Like there's all these people have all the opinions and stuff. Like when I saw the sequel trilogy in theaters, like I sort of enjoyed them, and then the internet just had this freaking huge shit storm, and then rained down all their thoughts, opinions, and hate towards it, and all that. And looking back, the sequel trilogy had some really good moments in all of Star Wars, in my opinion. Like there's a lot of moments, like in Last Jedi, like that scene with Luke and Yoda. Like I love that scene so much. Like I cried because with the music and the nostalgia and everything. But my hot take of the sequel trilogy, and again, these movies are not my favorite. Like I prefer the original and the prequels, of course. But like I feel like The Rise of Skywalker, as bad and as it is, and it should have done them so much better with it. It's kind of my personal favorite of the sequel trilogy, if I'm being honest.
You're canceled. I'm joking.
Okay, look,
no, I haven't seen any of the new ones. I haven't even.
I know. Everyone hates it. It's considered the worst. I get it. Other people consider other films worse. Attack of the Clones, Last Jedi, whatever the hell. Like I like Force Awakens. It had a good thing going. Like and then Last Jedi, I had a lot of interesting takes and stuff, and the characters, but like the writing and stuff. And I know about the draft for Rise of Skywalker, that was different and all, and then they changed all the story things. But I kind of enjoyed it, and I kind of liked how it tied up, even though there's like so trust me, there are so many things that I wish that were done differently. And it's not even my personal favorite in Star Wars. Like I would still rank the sequels like lowish, but they're not that bad. Like there's some characters, and again, some moments that I really like, but there's just overall it's just wasted potential. I feel like